Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "We have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as a mercy to the worlds." If it wasn't for him, there would be no mankind. The coolness to our eyes and our hearts and the reason to our lives, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Many miracles happened at the birth of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. 1,000-year-old fire, which was being worshipped, was blown out in Persia. The lake of Sawa, which was also being worshipped, dried up at the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam's birth. On the night he was born, it was reported that an immense light had risen up that lit up the entire universe. The light reached such a distance that Hazrat Amina radiallahu anha had seen the nur of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam reach the palaces of Syria. Hazrat Amina radiallahu anha said that I didn't even feel heavy for one day when I was carrying the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in my stomach. When he was born, there was not even a single piece of debris from his mother's womb. It was as if he had already been showered. When he fully came out, the light and fragrance spread across the whole room, and his navel was already cut, and he was already circumcised. This is the maqam of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. His fingers raised up towards the skies when he was born, and a refined elegance spread across the world. Many prophets came to this world to perform miracles, but Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was a miracle himself, and the only prophet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent salam upon. Allah chose him and him only for prophethood, and chose him for his message. One of the greatest rights of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is to obey his teachings, carry out his acts, and follow his sunnah. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Whoever revives my sunnah, then he has loved me. And whoever loved me, he shall be with me in paradise." One of the misconceptions in today's ummah is that we are celebrating the Prophet's birthday by innovations. So let me ask you here today, when you say that the Prophet didn't celebrate his own birth, or that the companions didn't celebrate the Prophet's birth, then let me ask you this: where does it say in the Quran that reading dhikrs, sending salawat upon the Prophet, and bringing the community together to spread the message that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the soul of the universe is wrong? The most beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the best of all prophets, the one whose blessed Nalayn Mubarak reached the top of the universe, and the only one who stood in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's presence. This is the perfect status of our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and we should all ensure that we are trying our utmost best to follow the teachings and sunnahs of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And finally, I end on saying that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be reunited as we are today in Jannat al-Firdaus. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to act upon these actions in our everyday lives. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.